right, let's talk about families of functions. Families of functions have the same shape. We've just shifted this function to the left or the right, up or down, or we have vertically stretched or compressed the function. Okay, a vertical stretch or compression occurs when you multiply the y values by something. Let's take a look. Which of these five graphs is the parent function of a line? Bottom middle. This is our parent function, and the equation is y equals x. And we have to know that equation, right, for the quiz. All righty. What have we done to this? Well, if we look at this first one, we have shifted it up 4. Right? Because instead of going through the origin, we're going through the point 0.04. For the next one, it looks like I shifted down. The next one has a negative slope. A negative slope. And I moved it down. And for the last one, it looks like I just made a negative slope. These are all in the same family of functions. They are all line functions. Okay, they've just been moved around on the graph a little bit. And that's what we're talking about today. Even if I move the graph around a little bit, can you identify which family of functions it belongs to? All right, let's take a look here. What parent function is this? It's a U shape. So that is the quadratic. And the equation is y equal x squared. Which of these four graphs is your parent function? Top right. Y equals x squared. Now, what did we do to it? It looks like we have done some shifting and some negating. So let's talk about the standard form of a quadratic, which is something you learned about in Algebra 1, which is ax squared plus bx plus c. When you negate this a value, you flip it upside down or reflect it in the x-axis. And that is what has happened here. You have a negative a, and we also went left. Again with a negative a, looks like we went left and up, shifted, left, and up. This one, A is fine, but we moved to the right and up. So shifted, okay. What parent function is this? We're starting off flat and we're swooping up. Starting off flat and swooping up is the exponential parent function. And the one we did in particular was y equals 2 of x. Okay, so the actual equation for this one is y equals a times b to the x. And we'll learn more about that later this year. But as I look at it, here's my parent, exponential parent. Y equals 2 to the x. And then I took that and I shifted it up. Now these two look very different. And there's a reason for that. These two are called exponential growth. We start small and we grow quickly. But the bottom two are exponential decay. Start big and get small really, really fast. So how did we get here? Well, we took our parent function and we reflected over the y-axis. We reflected in the y-axis and we shifted it down. All right, on the next page, what I want you to do is I want you to pause this video. I want you to see if you can name the function family and then match to the letters. So there's 2 graphs for each function family. All right, I'm going to start with letter A. And this is an S that is going up and down. So it is a cubic. And I have another S going up and down, and that is letter F. Moving on to letter B, I have a V shape. That is an absolute value. Another V shape is down here in letter E. And finally, I have this one that starts at 0 and only goes one direction. That was the square root. That's going to be C and D. Okay, so for your summary, describe what a family of functions is and how you go about